guys, Rachel here with Meet Advisors on the next Game Changer. Today is super exciting because I get to interview my first Chief Accelerator Officer. Everybody, this is Erik Ludwig, Chief Accelerator Officer and COO of UpStart. Erik, thanks so much for joining me today.
Glad to drop by.
I'm really excited to have you in because you guys have launched UpStart in the San Francisco Bay Area, and now you're coming to Chicago to launch UpStart as well, right?
Yes, in fact, we've been in the Bay Area for 8 years.
Okay.
We've just expanded from the San Francisco Bay Area down further to Palo Alto and Silicon Valley, and we're launching our first regional UpStart office here in Chicago, and we look to launch in another 4 locations.
Very exciting. So tell our audience a bit about your background and how you got started with UpStart.
So I came to UpStart after 15 years in the Jewish communal field. Our founder, Toby Rubin, saw a need in the community to provide an opportunity for innovative Jewish organizations and intrapreneurs to find a way to create space and access for them to launch new projects. That space hadn't existed prior, and it was very attractive to me because it was the way in which I experienced the Jewish community myself, coming from a very diverse family. Okay,
so you guys take Jewish entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs and help them launch and help them bring their business to life.
Yeah, so we take Jewish social entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs, and we go from a proof of concept to sustainable over a 3-year arc of learning, providing the nonprofit know-how and entrepreneurial skills that are very familiar in the high-tech world. So lean launch, design thinking, business model canvas. And the idea is to take those venture capital principles and high-tech accelerator principles, bring them into the Jewish nonprofit space, and create a philanthropic return on investment as opposed to just a financial return on investment.
Absolutely. So what does that look like on a granular level?
On a granular level, we have a selection process where we select new entrepreneurs and intrapreneurs into our program and run them through that 3-year cycle. We generally have somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 applicants and 3 to 5 selected into the UpStartER program.
Okay, that's amazing. So how many companies have you guys worked with, or social entrepreneurs?
We've had roughly 35 social entrepreneurs come through the program since the beginning, of which we've had about a 70% success rate. Success being that they're sustainable organizations and that their impact is growing 3 years into the program.
That's amazing. So you guys are totally giving back to the Jewish community.
We are redesigning the way Jewish life happens through the UpStarters work.
Absolutely. Is there anybody else in that space doing what you guys are doing?
Yeah, there are a number of organizations that are in the space doing similar type of work, not exactly. So we have Present Tense, we have Joshua Venture Group, we have Bikarim, and we have ROI that are all participating in that space as well.
Absolutely. Interesting. So can you tell me, what are a few mistakes that you see entrepreneurs making, and how do you suggest that they overcome them or avoid them?
It's a big challenge. So the biggest challenge for any entrepreneur is understanding what the big challenge is in their space and how they're a simple solution to that. So first off, they need to make sure that A, they have a simple solution to a big challenge, and that B, they're the right person with the right passion to bring it forward, and finally that they're able to build the awareness and engagement around those issues in order for them to have the runway for success.
Absolutely. Fantastic. So what is one piece of advice that you would give to entrepreneurs?
Spend a deep amount of time in customer discovery, understanding who is your customer, how you're serving your customer, and what your customer's needs are as granularly as possible.
Gotcha. And can you tell me a bit about the process to become an UpStartER? If somebody was interested, how would they go about that, and what are the requirements?
So we have an application process that we run in Chicago. We'll be running roughly a year from now, and so we put an open call out to any entrepreneur or intrapreneur looking to redesign the way Jewish life gets experienced, and then we take them from the application process through a selection process. Those that are selected become part of the program.
Okay, okay. And then how long does the class last for?
So it's a 3-year arc of learning.
Okay.
Year 1, you're accepted to the cohort. We develop a community of practice so that our UpStarters aren't in isolation. Many times what we hear is, I've been working on this project, I'm sort of in my own garage or my own space, and I feel very isolated. Mm-hmm. So we create a community of practice in order to disrupt that isolation, put them in contact with other startups, but also other advisors from the entrepreneurial community, so that they're not operating alone. In that first year, we use many lean launch principles and business model canvassing to nail their business model, and then begin to execute on that business model in year 2, so that they can be able to establish the board and the funding that they need to be sustainable. In year 2, that gets completed, and in year 3, we're doing what we call 411, 911, which is largely, I have a challenge, or help, I have an emergency.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Makes sense. That's fantastic. I think that's something that all entrepreneurs could completely benefit from in some way or another, and having somewhere for them to go for that advice is amazing.
We enjoy the work we do. We've got an incredible team doing it, and we're very excited to be moving forward. If you want to know more about our UpStarters, which is the real excitement, you're going to have to visit, www.upstartbayarea.org. And a special thanks to our Chicago funders, Jewish Federation of Chicago and the Crown Family Foundation, for supporting our launch here and getting us off the ground.
Yay, Chicago! Guys, check out more videos on meetadvisors.com, and check out UpStart on upstartbayarea.org. upstartbayarea.org. Thanks so much, guys. Erik, thanks for coming in.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
All right.